Magilu's real name is Magilanica, isn't it?
Yes, it is. She's always been so distant.
Distant? What makes you say that?
She's always had strong resonance and was able to see us Malakim from the day she was born.
But her family thought her powers were creepy, and they abandoned her while she was still just an infant.
That's terrible. So she got picked up by that crooked troupe that put her in their freak show.
Yeah, that was when she caught me. When I got caught up in her life.
It's hard to imagine how painful it must have been. A little girl forced to the stage, made a source of amusement and revulsion and hate. You can see why she'd want someone on her side, even if that someone was Bienfu.
Hey!
But she managed to get away, right? After the accident?
Well, that accident was set up by Lord Melchior.
What?
Is it so hard to believe? Melchior was looking for someone he could shape into becoming his worthy successor, so he made sure she survived the wreck.
He probably justified it as saving the world. Tell me, Grimoire, what's your connection with Melchior?
I don't really have one. I knew the former head of the Exorcists a little, but I stayed out of his way. He never talked about personal matters. At least not while he was sober.
As I recall, Magilu trained under Melchior, and rose as far up the ranks as Legate.
That's right! She worked really hard to get there, too.
Magilanica Lou Maven. When Melchior adopted her and gave her his last name, that was the first time she really felt that she had a home. When she lost that name, she was devastated.
She failed Lord Melchior's last test, and he just discarded her like an unwanted toy.
She was an empty shell of a person when Bienfu brought her to me. Magilu stayed with me for a little while, but then one day she left without warning. As for what happened next, well, you probably know better than I do.
Yeah, I guess we do.
I'd ask you to look after her, but I know how that would go.
It'd have to be a pretty cold day in hell.
I'm sorry I talked about your past behind your back. It wasn't my place to say.
It doesn't bother me. You were talking about Magilanica, and Magilanica might as well be dead.
But while we're on the subject, may I ask just one question? It wasn't failing to hold up against Melchior's art that broke your spirit, was it? It was when you realized that he no longer considered you his daughter.
Who can say? I've left my life as Magilanica behind me. I'm not her anymore. I'm the evil witch Magilu who fights alongside the Lord of Calamity!
Well, wherever you go, Miss Magilu, I'll follow you as long as I live!
Well now, Bienfu, you think you can get away with talking about me behind my back?
Huh? Why do you only care that I did it? What about the others?
Yours is not to question.
How could I forget how mean you are?
I'm glad you finally found a place where you can belong.
Ja. Farbvariation Magilu. Das ist... Oder ist es an ihrem Hut? Achso, ein normaler Stil wahrscheinlich, ne? Schick. Ah, das da. Schick.
If you repent your sins in a sanctuary, the Empyreans are supposed to forgive you or something, right? If I say something here, I wonder if Inominat will hear me.
I don't think it works like that. Besides, I doubt this sanctuary was built on an Earth Pulse point.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Was there something you wanted to say to him?
Yeah. I wanted to thank him for the comb, and also tell him what I'll be doing next.
If I had to guess, I'd say that everything you want to say has already made it over to Laffy.
Why do you think that?
Because I got it loud and clear myself.
Fee.
Malakim turned people's prayers into blessings. What you pray here and now may or may not reach Inominat. But it will give Laphicet strength.
All right. Then I'll pray for just one thing. Please. Take care of...
Okay. Warum kann ich nicht zum Guybrush Icefield? Ah, das regt mich jetzt gerade echt auf. Ich muss doch dahin wegen Sweet. Oder kommt die Cutscene? Oh. Okay. Wir müssen jetzt Kamoana Sidequest machen. Habe ich kein Problem mit. Dann können wir gleich in Haria die Norpuppe suchen. Oder wir machen schon mal die eine Sidequest in die Soul mit. Weil dann kann man nämlich gleich die hier in... Weil die Sidequest, die wir in Isolde auslösen, hat auch mehrere Punkte. Einmal hier, einmal in Isolde, dann einmal hier auf den Figal Eisspitzen, wo wir gestrandet sind. Und dann zum Schluss auf der Terror Island. Vielleicht machen wir auch zuerst die Quest in Isolde, fangen wir an. Ja, machen wir das. Wir müssen ja sowieso wieder hierher. Können wir gleich genauso gut die Quest in Isolde anfangen. Fangen wir mit der Quest an. Ja, es gibt so viel noch zu erledigen hier, ey. Tschüss. 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 Noch Geister einsammeln. Bringt es überhaupt etwas, alle Cuts zu sammeln? Ich glaube, die eine, das Bade-Ending, das heiße Quelle-Ending kriegen wir nur, wenn wir den Standard-Dungeon beenden. Oder müssen wir dafür alle Cuts sammeln? Ich bin mir gerade nicht sicher. Ich habe nur keine Lust, meine Ino-Flaschen jetzt weiter zu verschwenden. Vielleicht sollte man doch den Dungeon zuerst machen, damit ich die bodenlose Ino-Flasche bekomme. Aber egal. So, Benwick, wir fahren weiter. Auf nach Isolde. Machen wir zuerst ein Haria und dann die Ding. Ja, wir können es immer noch Isolde. Machen wir zuerst das Zeug in Haria. Ist es überhaupt noch? Ja, es ist noch. Oder auch nicht. Ich habe den Ding noch nicht. Das Geoboard. Das ist unten. Schauen wir doch gleich mal nach. Dann gehen wir auch in die Taverne. Können wir erstmal reden. Ist da.
I hear there's one really passionate Lady Teresa fan in Helives. But I'm not going to lose to a poser like him. Lady Teresa's true allure isn't in those frozen eyes. You can't say you understand her if that's all you see. But I do. Only I understand her true appeal. Do you want to know what it is?
Ja.
Well, I don't think I really care.
Do ya? Huh? Of course you do.
Was?
Okay, sure.
Well, if you insist, I'll tell you. Teresa's true allure is in that tinge of sadness hidden within her lovely face.
What?
Even when she's smiling, there's a touch of melancholy that never leaves her. It's like her heart is somewhere else, somewhere distant.
So where is it?
With her love, her true love, the true love she's yet to meet. How tragic! She suffers, lamenting the love she cannot find, yet doesn't realize that the very man she seeks is so near. That's why I watched over her so dearly. And then it happened. It was a day I'll never forget.
What happened?
She was off duty, frolicking in the waves by Maclear Beach. That alabaster skin, how pure she looked in her swimsuit.
This guy is really, really creepy.
Yeah, seriously creepy.
Hey, what's with that cold look?
I feel bad for Teresa. She had to protect creeps like this guy, too.
What cold, cold eyes you have.
Velvet, Eleanor, quickly, avert your gaze! If you keep looking at him with disgust and disdain, you'll only stimulate this perverted freak!
Come on, everyone. Let's go.
No, come back! Please! Scorn me! Despise me!
What the fuck? Okay. Gottes Willen. Mein Controller spinnt schon wieder rum. Ah, da ist die Taverne. Wenn wir schon hier sind. Ihr dreht halt mit ihm.
The Abbey is telling everyone to stay away from the Palamedes ruins, because a vicious demon has settled in them. It's a real nasty piece of work. Likes to call its buddies over just to devour them. And it's only getting more aggressive over time. Not even the exorcists have been able to keep it under control. If you know what's good for you, you'll all stay away from there too.
A demon that devours other demons and gets more brutal. That sounds like venomization.
If it's bringing in other demons just to eat them, then yeah. I'd bet it's acting on instinct.
Trying to live and be strong, even if that means eating its fellow demons. Why, that's positively alluring.
And how is that exactly?
You know how when it's late at night and you just know you shouldn't have that snack, but there it is and it's so tempting?
If it's been at this for a while, I bet it'll make for a pretty tough opponent.
Yeah. And if Velvet devoured it, she might become a lot stronger.
It sounds dangerous to me.
To feed or not to feed? That is the question.
Ja. Ein weiterer Dämon. Was soll ich tun, ist da? Gehen wir da auch noch schnell rein. Und dann holen wir uns die Medizin. Wenn ich das gerade richtig sehe, können wir sowieso nicht. Ohne... Ah, wir müssen mit Gast, das darf man wahrscheinlich reden.
Haria village, getting wiped out by demon blight. Really makes you think, doesn't it? Like, if they had abandoned their faith in Aminoch and moved to Assault, they might have been saved.
I'm glad they didn't come here. They deserved it. It's their punishment for heresy.
How could you? No one deserves that fate.
But didn't that priestess and her daughter turn first? That's what caused it to spread. But look at us here in Isolt. Not a single case of demon blight. That's the only possible explanation. They were crazy to resist the Abbey.
Shame on you. Don't speak ill of the dead. No one wants to become a demon. I had a friend in Haria. She was a good person. Whether she believed in Aminoch or Innominat, she was a person just like us. Our islands were her home.
Perhaps I have no right to say anything here, but please, don't ever lose that kind heart of yours. That's the best way you can honor the memory of Haria's people.
I won't. I'll go there soon with an offering of flowers.
Alles klar. Danny. Was war das denn jetzt? Habe ich genügend für die Kiste? Das interessiert mich gerade. Ja. Ja, Normenanzug. Alles klar. Speichern wir noch kurz. 53. Jawohl. Okay, es ist alles unter. Was war unter? Runter ging es da drüben. Genau. Da. Jawohl, endlich den Baum. Ah, penguins.
Another day without a wild penguin sighting. How are things looking at the penguin farm?
Not good. They're still listless. I tried changing their feed, but they barely touched it. With the weather what it is, the sea temperature has gone down. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Maybe so. I've been pulling up different fish around here lately too. And get this, I found a kraken queen in my nets the other day. Normally you only find them in the northern oceans.
Kraken Queen?
If this keeps up, Isolt's fishing industry is in dire peril. We've got to do something about this.
Fishermen and penguin farmers. We should all get together and have a meeting to figure out what to do.
By the way, you get smacked about by that Kraken Queen?
Oh yeah. Those long whip-like tentacles did a number on me. I loved every moment of it.
Oh man, lucky! I should take the boat out tomorrow, see if I can catch one.
I still don't get it. But as long as they're having fun.
Das nennt man Spanking, Laffy said. Ich glaube, ich muss erst die Krakenkönigin besiegen, bevor ich da was machen kann.
If you were thinking of going this way, you should reconsider.
And why's that?
A real nasty demon's taking root up in Haria village. It's a huge troll with a big old club. And this isn't the first village the brute has taken out.
Did you say a troll?
You didn't happen to hear if the troll was wearing a large jewel, did you?
Yeah. I hear the greedy beast's been going around stealing all sorts of treasure.
It's that demon.
Jupp. Eleanor Sidequest ist ja relativ easy. Und schnell, so ist nett. Mit der Krakenkönigin muss ich dann mal gucken, wie ich die bekomme. Expedition ist zurück, alles klar.
Good luck.
Eleanor, you've gone pale. What's wrong?
I'm fine. It's nothing.
If you say so.
Hey, Lafisette's your partner. You realize that he can probably sense your worries? I don't care if you keep secrets from the rest of us, but you should at least be straight with him.
You're right, Rokuro. I should. I'm sorry, Lafiset.
That's okay. I don't know how much help I could be anyway.
Well, having someone listen would be help plenty. I think the demon that Bloodwing mentioned could be one that attacked my village.
Is that when you got your scar?
It was when a group of giant trolls descended on our home. They were after a jewel housed in our shrine. A jewel called Eleanor.
Same name as you.
It means light. The jewel shone brilliantly, even when in total darkness. It gave its blessings upon our village, and in turn, we safeguarded it for generations. During the attack, my mother and I fled with the jewel to keep it from falling into the demon's hands. But we didn't get far. I got hurt, and my mother... She used the jewel to draw their attention away from me. She died, protecting me.
I see. So if the demon possesses this Eleanor jewel, you'll know it attacked your village.
And that it's responsible for your mother's death.
Exactly.
If you want vengeance, I've got your back. It sounds like this one will put up a fight. But you know Velvet. She doesn't like us calling the shots.
Knock yourselves out. If there's one thing I can connect with, it's wanting revenge.
Just so we're clear, this thing isn't the reason I joined the Exorcists.
This thing? You talk of avenging your family, and it's just this thing?
My mother said, stay strong and keep living. As she lay dying, she begged me to survive. And I want to be that person. I want to be strong. Right now, my first priority is to find Kamoana's medicine. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, whatever. It's none of my business. But I better not hear you complaining if I end up devouring that demon first. Got it?
I have to be strong. I have to be strong. For Kamoana. And my mother.
Did that weird feeling just come back?
Yeah.
Bosheit. Ich sag's ja. Bosheit. Aber holen wir uns erstmal das Ding und speichern dann vor Haria. Wir werden im nächsten Teil dann Haria, den Dämon verkloppen können, die Nordpuppe finden können und eventuell die Quest in Isolde anfangen. Das wäre doch was, ne? Jesus Christ, die hässlich. So. Und vielleicht mal schauen, wo die Kraken Queen ist. Ja, aus dem Weg. So. Speichern. Ich wollte gerade schon sagen, aber das ist einfach nur die Auflistung unten, die Bilder. Ich dachte schon, warum habe ich jetzt noch Rockrom-Team? Magilu passt, Eisen passt, Laviset passt, Velvet passt. Ich kann ja immer noch im Kampf austauschen. Aber schon noch 6. Gut, dann würde ich sagen, war es das für heute mit Let's Play Tales of Berseria. Und wir sehen uns dann im nächsten Part. Bis dann, Leute. Ciao.